Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising. Welcome to your reading. We will see how October looks like for you. Let's get some tarot cards. Make sure to check your Sun, Moon and Rising signs so you have a complete picture of what's going on, what the different influences are going to be for you. Also check the astrology of the month because that is going to tell you what's going on in the skies and how that is going to play into your life, and also give you some guidance on how you can flow with that energy. For example, there are some days that you should not make any first moves. Meanwhile, there are some days where it's perfect for making any new moves. So yeah, check that out. We have the Hanged Man. Then we have the Ten of Cups. Then we have the Three of Wands. Okay, some of you could be going home to meet your family, or you're planning to go home and you're waiting to go home. You're looking forward to that. We have Nine of Cups. Excellent. We have 9 and 10. This is like a wish being fulfilled, a wish being granted. We have the Temperance. We got quite a few cards for you, by the way. While I was shuffling, it was literally flying everywhere. I was like, whoa, okay, I can't wait to get into their reading. And we have the Six of Cups. Once again, that's like going home, revisiting your childhood. Yeah, kind of nostalgic feeling as well. The Hangman could be kind of hanging back and objectively observing your circumstances, taking one step back and just observing. Okay, so you're taking some rest, relaxation, you're meditating, things like that, where you come into a place of balance. Another interpretation I'm getting is like you're going somewhere in order to feel this rest. So taking vacation could also be possible. You're planning for that vacation. A lot of emotional topics coming up. Your emotional health and well-being is very rejuvenated. You might be connecting with some old friends, or some past hobbies come back around and you're reminded of it and you feel really happy about it. It's kind of the fondness. It's a soft feeling of happiness. And with the Ten of Cups, that's really blissful, right? It seems like you're hearing something and that is making you very happy. This message could be from someone from the past. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else we have. You are epic. This is corresponding to the Emperor energy, also the yellow, love it. We have the Now, which is focusing on the present moment. Six of Cups can also be like the past and the present kind of align, and you can see how the same patterns have been repeated and how that is going to take you to the future as well. Some of you might want to adjust certain things here because Temperance is here, which indicates moderation and kind of tweaking both sides of the situation in order to find a better equilibrium for yourself, a better default state. So practicing some mindfulness will also be very useful. With You Are Epic, you might be coming up with some new creative ideas, or if you've already put that out there, then you're hearing back the feedback about it. It could have been a while that you sent your portfolio, for example, or your application, and now you're hearing back from them. Then we have What's Your Honest Truth? You're re-evaluating what is of meaning to you, what brings you deep fulfillment and satisfaction. Then we have Nourish the Sacred Feminine, once again, very intuitive and emotional in nature, like we saw with the Cups energy. This is about going in flow and creating from a place of joy. So that's what you're staying in, that positive mindset, and you're funneling all of that into your hopes, dreams, wishes, intentions. I don't feel like you're doing a lot of hectic activity out there. Instead, you're focusing more inward and you're looking at what could happen, the different possibilities and the opportunities that are available to you. And we have Fearless Expression. That is excellent. Card number 55. So there is major change coming through in this month as well in the way that you express or the things that you express. What is being more authentic with you, what your true desires are, and how you can approach those topics that could be coming up. This corresponds with the throat chakra, so there is communication definitely with the Three of Wands, hearing back from old friends, or even in terms, I'm really feeling someone that you're fond about. I don't feel much of the career vibe going on. Does not mean it's not there, but the emphasis is more on the emotional well-being and how you're able to convey your feelings through words, how you're able to convey your thoughts through words. And Communication is also about what you hear back, right? So you're listening effectively, you're acting accordingly, or you're speaking accordingly. Your thoughts are like shifting. There is that recognition of what has been a conditioned thing, and how that the subconscious mind is kind of impacting how the future is turning out as well. So that way, when you have the awareness, you're able to tweak things. Okay, let's see what else we have. Scintillation. This again is very success type of energy, like with the Nine of Cups that we saw earlier. Getting recognition for something, rewards of the efforts that you have put in. Okay, then we have troposphere. This is where you have all the resources you need in order to make something very beautiful happen for yourself. It's a new creative space that you're getting in this month, or you're thinking of how can I make more space to be able to express myself more fully and authentically. What is at my disposal, and how can I make use of the resources that I have? So clever management of your energy levels, that is as well present. With the Temperance, you see that there is a moon here and there's a sun here, so there is the balance between the divine masculine and the feminine. And the nature of Temperance is quite divine feminine, because there is flow and harmony, right, between two extremes. So Nourish the Sacred Feminine is talking about surrender, go with the flow, let things come to you. All of this is in a very accepting position. So when people reach out to you, just accept the communication. When people give you opportunities, don't question it too much. Of course, examine it, step back a little bit and see if it is a good fit for you or not. But I don't see that as being a sinister offer in any way. It's just, what are you willing to invite in your life? Then we have solar flares. Yeah, that is kind of corresponding with the Three of Wands here as well. So there is that burst of excitement once in a while. That's what I'm feeling. Some passion that comes through and kind of reignites your energy levels. It boosts you up and flares up an existing passion which has gone dormant, and it just comes to the light again. Also with scintillation, you kind of notice it a lot more than you did before, and you want to take action on that, because right now you have the money for it, or the space for it, or you have enough resources for whatever it is that you're wanting to create. All you need to do is focus on your current desires and go with the flow. It is very important to be very honest with yourself, because you have a lot of answers for you. You also have a lot of strength within you. All right, yeah. And we have, that's funny, we have retrograde. So Mars will be moving retrograde on 30th of October in Gemini. Okay, so it is an air sign, and Mars is not really the happiest over there. It just kind of messes up with where you're channeling the energy. In Gemini being a mutable sign, which is kind of your wheelhouse as well, since Virgo is also mutable. But in mutable signs, Mars has a difficult time focusing on a certain goal. Instead, it's sort of like sometimes this and that, and it spreads itself too thin, and then we over-exhaust ourselves. So when it goes retrograde, we have to go back and revisit the topics that we began when Mars moved into Gemini. That would be in September sometime. No, August sometime. I don't remember the exact date, to be honest. Maybe check that online. But when Mars moved into Gemini, the topics that began at that time is going to come back around. I think it is September 1st week. Yeah. Okay, so whatever topics came around, it's going to be revisited, and we have to kind of make necessary adjustments and tweaking and so on, which is going to require us to be open-minded and ready for the tides to roll in. It's an inward focusing energy. You're recognizing your truth again, what is holding meaning for you. You are epic, so you become the powerhouse. You're not looking for external motivation. It's more coming from you, because you have that vault of energy. And it's sort of like, as long as you're in a good space wherever you are, not necessarily in an external perspective, but internally, then as time goes on, there will be more material manifestation and satisfaction as well. So it's a very good time to do the pre-work, lay the basic foundation, or plan ahead, but not initiate a new beginning. Okay, then we have victory and conquest. And we have friendship and gratitude. Okay, then We have relax. Oh yeah, definitely with the hangman, going with the flow, we gotta relax. And then we have successfully overcoming a problem. We have success assured with good plans and hard work. Yeah, see, like laying down the foundation and just biding your time, doing something on repeat, on loop a little bit, so you're kind of free to think about other things that are really important to you. Taking some time off would be very nice, or everyday mindfulness relaxation techniques, something that works for you, that would be very beneficial. We also have 4-leaf clover, great good fortune. So that is absolutely nice to see, which is what I was saying before, that things will materialize in a much more tangible form as time goes on, possibly around, since we're seeing a lot of Mars retrograde energy here for you, it might materialize in the first week of February or in the month of February. But there is like a lot of good luck. Also with the 3 of Wands, there's like positive news coming in that just makes you feel really, really good and fulfilled with wherever you are at the moment. With 5 and 5, I have to mention the eclipse as well. We have a solar eclipse taking place on 25th of October. That is taking place in Scorpio. And it's an emotional sign. It's a very deep subconscious sign as well. It is also the sign of death and rebirth, so basically signifying transformation. And with the hangman, I feel like you're suspending some things that are just not working for you. It's also pausing on certain topics which are just not aligning with who you really are. It's a place of re-evaluation. So if you could be editing certain things, which is a very nice thing to do perhaps in Mars retrograde, but yeah, try to not keep your schedule too busy, because yeah, that can just make you feel very scattered and frazzled. As long as you're in the flow and in harmony with your surroundings, it's looking pretty good. This month, it's really knowing a lot about what your priorities are, what makes you really happy, and what are you trying to create in your life. The retrograde also brings in communication that was owed to us but has not arrived yet. So during this period, you can hear back from things that you had applied for some time ago, or reconnect with some old friends as well. That's possible. What else? Yeah, with the solar flares, like if you have a tendency to kind of overexert, like Virgos are perfectionists, so they might, work a lot and try to perfect a lot. Solar flares is coming kind of as a warning that an existing problem might flare up. It indicates inflammations, and even like Mars going retrograde, Mars being a fire planet, can indicate that an existing inflammation can increase because your stress levels, since Mars is in Gemini and Gemini ruling the mind, your stress levels in the mind is going to have a direct impact on your physical body, basically, because Mars is also very physical. So if you feel like a buildup of energy and restlessness, then it's good to either meditate to channel it, since you're a mutable sign, that would really work, or go out and engage with other people and kind of use it up in more creative manners. Okay, but it's not going to work in the traditional way that Mars does. It's not about running forever and ever. It's about running a little bit and then doing something else and then doing something else, things like that, to dissipate it, because in Gemini it's just not as focused and it does not like to do just one thing and that's it. Okay, that was some tips there. Okay, let's see your astro dice. Libra, Mars in the 12th house. I have this exact placement, I have Mars and Libra in the 12th. This is about suppressed anger. Okay, Mars in Libra is not happy. Libra is a feminine sign, Mars is highly masculine, and the 12th house is hidden and the suppressed and the repressed and all of that. So there could be random bursts of energy that come through, and that inflammation that I was talking about here. Stress has a very direct impact on the physical body, especially in this month for you. But Mars in Libra is also very diplomatic. It can be very charming, and it has that subtle kind of energy to it. So it seems like you don't run out of energy at any point. When you feel like you're tired, you somehow find more energy, right? But expending yourself endlessly, because 12th house is about the infinite, can make it even worse sometimes, because we're not making enough time for ourselves. Also, this can be talking about reconnecting with people who you possibly have shared past lives with, or at least childhood. Okay, 12th house is also very spiritual, so you're very driven to connect with yourself in a spiritual perspective. So you are epic, perhaps is talking about connecting with your spirit and understanding what drives you, what motivates you, what is healthy for you, what can bring you to a place of balance, and so on. 12th house is about resting, recuperation, and relaxation. So you might be going away somewhere for a spa day or some retreat of some type. That could actually work out very beneficially for you as well, because you're refreshed and now you can make use of all the resources that are available to you. Okay. We have a tiger, we have a moon, we have a butterfly, and we have a fork. Yeah, so you could be paying attention to your diet too. 9 of Cups gave me that vibe, but I forgot to mention it then. Yeah, focusing on your diet or your lifestyle, that could be the case. The moon represents the divine feminine. You're very bold with the Mars energy and the tiger, re-emphasizing that. You're very bold in your pursuits of things, you know what you want and all of that. And this month is kind of bringing in more and more clarity on that regard. And with the butterfly, you're ready to unleash and you're ready to transform right after October is done, it feels like. Kind of blooming and transforming. At least the Scorpio eclipse has that sort of impact. You're going through certain changes here. But I feel like it is a very deep set thing. It's not so obvious on the outside. Only you would be able to understand what exactly this is, and this is going to be quite specific to all. Yeah, okay. I was trying to see if I get something else. Your intuition is very strong. I mean, that's obvious with all the feminine energy going on, and the 12th house as well. Spiritual connection is super strong. You could get some profound dreams as well. We did see 5-5. Yes, okay. We did that. So let's do this. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh, we got another Hanged Man. Virgo for October. Cool. And we have the 4 of Wands. Yeah, so going back home or planning to go home, or taking another look at what makes you feel stable and secure, because 4 of Wands is talking about establishment of something, celebration of a goal being met. So you're feeling more stable in general, but you're taking another look at what would make you feel stable for the long run. There is some type of achievement or encouragement. Yes, I'm getting encouragement. There is some type of encouragement you get from loved ones, and some conversations you might have with them, which motivates you to do something different. Perhaps try out meditation or a different technique. I'm not seeing this as a very major thing. It's a little change, but that has a very solid impact on your emotional and spiritual well-being, and that's kind of the basis of the experience of life, right? Yeah, your mood is stabilizing, you're getting more balance and harmony with yourself, with people around you that you care about. Yeah, really strong. Let's get you some guidance for the month October for the Virgos, please. We have a new creative venture is on the horizon. See it as a positive change. Yeah, see this lady over here is also looking toward the horizon, waiting for the ship to come in. She has sent out the intention, so the results are going to show up in this month. We have stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming to you. That we saw, and I think it's going to be from your home or your loved ones, friends, siblings, that sort. And we also have new opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them. So I feel like beyond this point, there is going to be more opportunity here. It's still in the very new phases, so it is up to you how you want to take it ahead or if you want to incorporate it. For some, it is going to be a new hobby that you're reconnected with, and it's a lot of fun. For some of you, it is just going to be something major. Some of you, it's going to be spiritual. But either way, it is more about the personal being for you guys. Okay? And your thought process as well, actually. With the fearless expression, how you communicate what you think, how you're thinking, and how your thoughts have an impact on your perspective of the world, and how your even your self-talk could become apparent. Okay, you're evaluating how you speak with yourself, how you relate to yourself, things like that. Wow. Okay, quite nice. It's low-key, and sometimes I think we need that, but it doesn't not mean that it's inactive in any way, because there's quite a few messages coming through as well, but that is kind of then taking you back to the internal world. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Virgos. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope the reading resonated and helps you out for the month ahead. Let me know your thoughts, and if you want a personal reading, you can reach me via Etsy. The link is in the description box in the comment below. I hope to see you some other time. Until then, take care. Bye.